Hi there, welcome to another 1.13 Minecraft Let's Play. This is Belmathuin. Today, I think we're going to do something with that center that we made yesterday, or last episode. I went ahead and I collected a little bit of every kind of leaf. I'm also noticing that I never had slimes down here before. I removed that layer and all of a sudden slimes. Yeah, so that's level 39. Looking at block. That's level 38, so that must be the first level they can spawn on. Go. So we may have to do some sort of slime farm. Let's see, F3 G. We'll have to figure out which one of these it is. Maybe stand back over there and watch for one to spawn. Once we figure that out, we could probably make a slime farm going all the way down to bedrock underneath what we do here, and have some sort of piping system up to the storage level, putting it right into an automatic shulker loader. Because why not? So I'm thinking we're going to dig this down. We're going to make a little pond with an island in the middle. Or maybe something like that. We're going to play around with it anyway. Let's stick you there. Yeah, I changed one of the looting boxes in the ender chest to bushes. Lots and lots of bushes. Alright, let's see. There we go. Of course, dirt, a little bit of sand. We know where the vines are if we need them. So I guess first we just need to get something laid out. So definitely this layer is going to be replaced by something. But I'm not quite sure how deep we want to go with it. Alright, now actually maybe first let's just kind of randomly place some of these. Yeah, we want it to look organic. Get out of my way. Alright, something like that. And then yeah. Then we're gonna kind of step it down. Alright, so this block that I'm hitting right now is going to be replaced with something. The one next to it probably go down a little bit more. You know, maybe we'll even have some fishes in here. Let's see, where? Right here. What else do I want? So, cobble. And coarse dirt. Something like that. Yeah. And then I don't know, we just kind of want to make a couple of natural looking things. Determined from there. Kind of like a river that goes in a loop almost. Yeah, I think that's what we're going for. So, yeah, we'll stick a couple in here. I thought about using some andesite too, and I might come back and pop some in. But the polished andesite would definitely, it wouldn't look right. It would look too tiled. Let's go like that. And I think that's the last one. So now everything that's left goes down. And we'll come back and see what's still exposed and get rid of that too. Stop. Now I know I'm using a lot of mossy cobble this playthrough, but I mean, do you see that? That's so much better than it used to be. It's just such a good block now. Give me that. Alright, so how does this look? Alright, so this is kind of a sandy area. So let's go like that. Alright, let me see about getting a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I finally got around to changing that elevator. And I gotta say, I really like it. Just kind of turn around. You have plenty of time. You take a little bit of fall damage, but who doesn't have feather falling? Yeah, with a railing, maybe some... Oh. Yeah, that was not well thought out. Right in the face. Actually, you know what? Give me a record. Thank you. Ooh, I wonder what that one is. We might have to play that a little bit later. Okay. You know what? This side? This side's going to be gravelly. Kind of represent a little bit of each of the kinds of river. Guess we don't need to use the stairs. I forgot. Oh, I finally did fix this redstone too. It ain't as pretty. Ow. Yeah, but because of where all this lands, I kind of had to stick it back one. Otherwise, that would be... Well, I just don't have anywhere to come at it from the side. And if I move it forward, the piston's gonna be exposed. So this will work. It's got to be this chunk. This chunk, back corner, right there. And ice. So let's see, I can make an infinite source right there. And bucket the rest. Yeah, we don't want any flowing water because it's just going to make noises. It'll kill any fish. It could kill any fish that we put in there. Nobody wants that. So let's do that and that. I did go out and chop down some coral when I went out and bone mealed some sea pickles. Oh yeah, I want to do the bottom first. Just so I can make sure none of it's flowing. And thank you. And thank you. Ooh, we'll be able to waterlog those stairs. I'd forgotten all about that, but yeah, that's part of the that's part of the update. That's gonna be great. That's gonna, instead of having some funky water blocks there, because I want to bring the water all the way up to here. I want to stop those slimes spawning in my basement. I guess while I'm doing this, I'm just barely going to be getting the videos out this week because tomorrow we got our kids got wrestling tournament. Well, not my kids, but the kids I coach. And it's going to be like an all-day affair, taking up, you know, from like 8 a.m. ish when I leave the house to like 6 or 7 o'clock at night when I'm probably gonna get home. So there's my whole Sunday gone, but you know, it's for a good cause. It's kind of a feel good, give back to something that gave to me. And you know, any chance you get to do that, definitely take it, because it's very fulfilling. I know it's definitely changed my perspective on things. It's made me feel, you know, like I'm doing something that's valuable. I don't get paid for it. I barely get any mention for it, and I don't really care if I do get any mention for it. I just like the fact that I have the ability to do it, and I'm taking the ability to do it. And it's something that I grew up loving. Well, I didn't find it until 9th grade, but and I didn't make it to states or anything. I made it to state qualifier in 11th grade. That was about as far as I went, but I didn't start till I was in 9th grade, so I didn't think I was doing too bad. Let's sneak a little. Well, actually, yeah. Let's slip you in right there. There and there. Yeah, so I didn't find it until I was in 9th grade, but I tell you what, it changed my life. It had a pretty profound effect on, you know, my self-confidence, my anxiety, my frustration. Just having an outlet for all that, and having a sport that allowed me to be responsible for myself and taught me how to be responsible for myself. Because you go out on a wrestling mat, you know, the real wrestling mats, not the WWF stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with enjoying that, but it's staged. And the wrestling I did was the folk style wrestling that is not staged. It is very much you and one other person out on a mat, and whatever the ref calls, you have nobody to blame but yourself. There's nobody to point fingers at. There's nobody to yell at later on. There's, you know, you either take full responsibility for your own actions and whether or not you worked hard enough, because you're probably going up against somebody that knows the same moves as you and knows at least as, ooh, that looks ugly, knows at least as, or has been in a practice room at least as much as you. But you know, which one of you worked harder? Which one of you was paying closer attention? Which one of you was being pushed by a good partner and pushing back as a good partner? All those things, they really add up. Yeah, okay, that side doesn't look bad, but that, and you know what, that side, I don't like that corner. But yeah, if you're ever looking for a sport that's going to teach you a lot about yourself, you know, as long as you're willing to let it, you know, maybe look into your local wrestling team. I know it's a sport that's kind of gotten smaller over the years. You know, everybody wants the football and the basketball because, you know, there is no payoff for wrestling. I mean, maybe you can transition into MMA, and actually, my old wrestling partner did. He's in Shogun right now. It's kind of like a lesser known UFC. So I mean, there is that to transition into. When I was growing up though, there was nothing. You were either gonna get a college scholarship off of it and go to the Olympics, and that was about as far as you could possibly hope for. And you know, you and 100,000 other people were vying for the same spot across the nation. And I guess that's probably why basketball and football and all them get the people instead of wrestling nowadays, because there is money involved with those sports and not so much with the wrestling. Although the wrestling's a real good foundation if you thought about MMA, and it'll teach you just about everything that you'll need to build off of. You know, you become intuitive with wrestling, and then you show up at a jiu-jitsu gym and learn some more. You could take that places. And it's a thought for people that are inclined. Let's see, what happens if we bone meal? I don't want the double. There we go. Oh, we got ferns right over here. Okay, good. But yeah, if you ever thought about needing something that would push you and help you find what your limits are, try out wrestling. It's very rewarding knowing that your team didn't carry you, knowing that you got somewhere because of your own hard work. You put in all those hours, you learn how to ignore pain, you learn how to grind through. I mean, it's something that could teach a lot of people I know a lot of lessons that they need to know. Now the question is, does it look good from up there as well? Actually, let's clear up my inventory a little bit. It's getting hideous. Yeah, I think that's the ticket. Now we gotta get some rails along here, maybe some lampposts. So let's see what we got towards that. Now maybe I'll even make these edges a little bit more ragged. I could probably do that. But first, let's work on the rails. Now I'm thinking maybe a colored glass pane with acacia fence posts every now and then. I do apologize in advance if I'm a little quiet on today's video, but I'm just mentally exhausted, and I got a big day tomorrow, so I'm just kind of enjoying derping around with this, and I thought you guys might just kind of enjoy seeing what the process is, what my process is. There's more than one way to do it, but this is how I do it. And I think it's a pretty decent way, if I do say so myself. Alright, what other colors though? Not red, not orange. Blue? We've got browns. We got browns, we have oranges, we have greens. There's a splash of blue right there. Let me give that a shot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, left over from the Guardian farm. So let's take those. Should be able to make way more glass panes than I need. Stick these back. So let's do this level like this. Or wait. This. Yeah, it's a start. I could do it. Maybe one lower? I don't know, we'll have to think about that. But for now, let's go upstairs. Let's map out these ones and try the blue panes. Whoa. And that should give us a pretty good idea if we're going in the right direction. Now when I put these in, I should have known. Because I know I mean, that was the whole purpose of leaving this stripe right here. Alright, so we're going to go that way. And where did I go below? This one? Yes. That and that. Alright, we'll just fix it while we're here. And that. Maybe birch. Maybe birch trapdoors. Alright, you know what, let's just do this one from the bottom. So that's going, that's going. And then pick block that. This actually seems like it's the way to go. Let's just continue with that. Get the carpets back up and going. Yeah. I don't know. That's... What about light blue or cyan? Let's try cyan. Let's just do one stack. Throw it up here. I think cyan might be the answer, because it's got that splash of blue. Yeah, that's too bold. And that's why I keep everything. And let's see. I mean, I like the green, but it blends in too much with what we already have. It's not very diverse. And I'm trying to like add splashes of other color. Like the greens and the browns and the oranges, they're supposed to kind of be like a canvas for other things to, you know, the furniture and everything else to grow on. Yeah. I think that might do it. No, I don't know. It's gonna either be the green, because there's just the orange would be too much. The cyan, or the blue, which I think is too dark. I think this, along with the water spouts, and like the map and stuff, and other splashes that I'm still gonna add, maybe the cyan might be the way to go. Yeah, it almost looks like tempered glass. Kind of like tempered, you know, the reflective glass that, or not reflective glass, but the glass that has just a little bit of sheen to it. Almost like it's been coated. Yeah, it's got some sort of UV coating or something. You know what? We're gonna go with this for now. I think the light blue would be a little would be not quite right either. Oh, I gotta remove all that green glass now. The sound is satisfying, but the trying to aim at it, not always the easiest thing to do. Alright, so that's that level. Although the green doesn't look bad. You know what? I'm going to leave that one cyan and this one green for now. And I'm going to see which one grows on me the most. I mean, what other colors do we have? Like, ready access to? No, no, no. Definitely not. That would not show very well. Possibly light gray. I suppose that is an option that I had not thought of. But it might just be too plain. Let's just do... let's do this section. Nah, I don't like it. I wonder if black would work. You know, let's give black and like gray a chance. Yellow, no. Lime green, no. Possibly white. And that glass over there is light gray. Let's take one of these. Let's throw that back in there. Alright. So I got one of these. I got an ink sac. Oh yeah. So let's see. If I take that, stick it in there, then go like that. Then gray. Do a little bit of that. Black. And do one bout of white. I think the black has potential. Yeah, the green just, it blends in with everything too much. It doesn't accent at all. Kind of gets muddied up. So that's gonna go. Alright. So there's that. And gray. Actually, the black isn't bad. Black isn't bad at all. And now, white. Wow, I don't know. Let's see. So the white, black, and gray are okay, but the cyan still might be. Yeah, and then it kind of goes with the water feature down there. It goes with the wall back there. It goes with the water spouts. It kind of ties an entire additional color into what we've been doing. Like, we're expanding our color palette now. Now that we've got the blank canvas, which is really all the walls are supposed to be. Yeah, I think this'll... Well, I'll be back. I've got a bunch of glass to break. Well, I'm keeping it, but I'll be back. And we're back. I've quickly run out of time for this episode, so I'm going to show you what I've gotten accomplished. And I think I really like these trap doors. They kind of look like globes. That actually looks like a lamp post with a globe on top, and I really like that. I think the cyan will work. It kind of blends with the water down there, the water over here, seeing the sky through the windows. Then the map, you got our kelp farm and our sugarcane farm. It kind of ties all that in. And then the oak fences, the polished andesite, and the birch trap doors, I think they add a little pop of color, a little pop of lightness. And it's really coming together. I mean, I'm really happy with these results. So if you if you learned a thing or two, liked what you saw, have a few tips for me, like, comment, subscribe. Always looking to hear what you have to say. And we're making some serious progress, so looking forward to the next episode where we take this to the next level and maybe start adding a bedroom, living room, kitchen. We gotta start adding some lived-in feeling. So until next episode, hope everyone has a good night.